Welcome to Quora Anonymous. If this is your first time and you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you would like to read along, turn on closed captioning with the 3 dots in the upper right corner. Now, let's begin. What is your dirtiest sexual experience as an adult? Male, 23 now, long post alert, adult content. This is a story when I was 18. This story goes way back in 2013. I was doing a diploma in a renowned private institute for software development. I joined these classes as I had flunked my 12th grade, so I joined it just to get myself occupied, so I don't become lethargic. I had a teacher named Sanjana Daruwala 29, changed name. She was my teacher for a particular subject, C++, so her class was only scheduled on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. So I used to reach my class by 1:20, chill in cafe for some time, and get going for my class. Initially I did not have many friends, so started interacting more with the teachers and recruiting staff. Then came Miss Sanjana's class, for which I wasn't really interested as she was not that great in the first visual. I started going regularly for classes and didn't miss even one class. We were supposed to introduce ourselves one fine day, so we all introduced and Miss Sanjana took the initiative to commence this activity. Then we added to a WhatsApp group. Next evening I got a text from an unknown number saying, "Hi Raman." I was not sure who was it. I asked, "Who's this?" She replied, "So fast you forgot me." I know, I don't have your number saved. Suddenly I could see her picture as a display picture. And to my surprise it was my teacher, Miss Sanjana. So we spoke for a few days about random stuff. During our late night conversations I understood that she is engaged and going to get married in the next 1 year, and her husband was in LA, California. He was a nerd developer. One day randomly I asked her as to why did she message me. She told me clearly that she has a crush on me and finds me attractive, so she would want to know me more in person outside classes. I was aroused with the fact that a lady who is almost a decade older finds me attractive. I was on cloud 9. I didn't know how to react. Next day we decided to meet outside office. My parents used to often visit our farmhouse in the outskirts of Mumbai. So I invited her for lunch at home. She also happily agreed. The day came when she was coming home. I took a shower, wore my track pants and a decent white t-shirt, and was ready to welcome her. Ordered Domino's and Coke. She arrived in a black t-shirt and blue denims. She was looking good in that attire. She came inside, we hugged each other, and we greeted afternoon. She was damn hungry. We had food, some small talk, and then she was tired of eating. I then switched on the TV and we started watching some random shit. Then I decided to move towards her. I went close to her, held her hand. She responded positively and held my hand tightly. Then she looked towards me and asked, "Are you okay?" I said yes. "Why do you ask?" She said, "The act is on, then why are you sweating?" I said, "Probably I'm nervous." She said, "Nervous for what though?" I said, "Nothing." She said she wants to sleep and asked me to sleep for some time as the lunch was too heavy, so she slept very quickly. She has a great booty and small petite boobs. So she was arched while she was sleeping. I was sleeping looking towards her, and she was showing me her back. I slowly moved the head and got my crouch area close to her booty. My dick was on her butt crack. She moved a little bit, and it was in the perfect area. I was so fucking hard and ready to fuck her, but didn't have the guts to take it further without consent. She suddenly woke up. I wrapped myself up. She was yawning. I hugged her from behind and said, "You are really hot." She said HMM with a small moan. Then I went close to her neck, started kissing her neck and licking. She responded positively. She then made me come close to her and took my hands and put it on her tits. I started caressing her tits. Felt really nice. Then I took her hand and put it in my pants. I was throbbing wet and hard as fuck. She could feel the heat on me. She played with my top and then started stroking me. I slowly whispered saying, "Suck me." She looked at me with a wicked smile and went down on me. She gave me the best blowjob ever. I then held her ass and spanked it very hard, and it started to wobble. Her clit was wet as fuck by this time. We did 69. Anal, blowjob, facial, and coming inside her mouth. I totally came 7 times, close to 8 hours. She then, while leaving, blew my entire leftover load and left, and I was exhausted and slept off. Next day during classes, I was not able to look into her eyes. She was smiling and giggling and everything was normal with her. After class I was leaving, and she texted saying, "Hi, can we meet on the 2nd floor?" For those of you who don't know, 2nd floor in our classes building was an abandoned floor where number 1 enters the floor, and it is a closed area. We met there, and she started making out with me. She blew me real damn hard, and I came in her mouth. She swallowed the entire load, and was very happy. Now she is happily married and in LA. Whenever she visits India she books and room for us, and we fuck even now. Sorry for the long post, but upvote if you like it, and share if you enjoyed it. Cheers. Every night from past 6 years I'm crying or feeling sad and no one knows about it. The reason I want to share my story here is I want help. I want suggestions to help me to come out and live life like everyone else. I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. My family is of 5. Mom, dad, elder sister, me and a younger brother. Dad used to supply cold drinks to nearby villages, and in evenings he give finance to the people and collect from them daily. That's how he used to run my family. We 3 went to a reasonably good private school in our village only. The students came from around 3 to 4 villages, so the strength is also very low. Rarely we go out like movies or parks whatever, as my dad is working so hard to pay our school fees. When I came to 6th class I started helping him to clean soda bottles, filling them with water, doing rasna packets, so on, and after that I used to go school. My sister and brother never cared about family issues and I never worried about it. But whenever I saw my dad and mom feeling about money I worried more and do more work to help my father. My studies also so bad that my teacher always used to scold me daily. In a year my father started a kirana store. Since it's business and deals with money, my mom and father both work in it. I completely took the responsibility of soda and cold drinks work, and I used to did it myself. The day starts for me as making sodas and supply them all shops, and then go to school. My sister and brother always wants new clothes and everything, and my father used to buy them whenever they ask. But knowing the financial problems I never think about asking to buy me a new clothes even in my birthdays. Also I used to wear old clothes. I don't know how my parents thought or felt they didn't said anything when I didn't ask for new clothes. All my birthdays I spent in my home, only as if I go out all my friends would be there, and also I have to give them treat with my empty pockets. Time passing, my father slowly become alcohol addict. My mom and me requested him so many times, but he didn't quit and started drinking very badly. He used to drink more than a full boy in a day. I came to 90H class and my sister completed her 10th class with good score. We went to Tirupati. We booked a Scorpio for 10 people. Me, mom, dad, sister and 6 are my neighborhood families. Day 1 is completely journey. By the end of the day 1 I started observing changes in my dad. He hadn't taken alcohol since morning, that's why. Night he started shivering and still conscious. I am scared. By tomorrow morning he's completely changed. He started talking with invisible persons and shivering continuously. He forgot about us and everything. My mom and me literally stunned, and we have no idea what to do. Somehow Tirupati Darshanam completed, but my father condition keep worsening. We haven't slept for straight 2 days. We tried to sleep him using sleeping tablet, but it didn't work at all. We have planned for so many destinations at that trip, but because of my father condition my mom requested all our neighbors with us to leave home now. They agreed but very unhappy. When we reached home I went to local bar shop, brought alcohol, and gave it to my dad with my own hands. From that day onwards 10 days my father actually showed hell to me and my mother. Society started whispering lot of things. Kirana store stock is completed. Source of income is null. Hospital charges are huge but no use. We went to a nerve specialist, and he said my father got nerve weakness because of alcohol. He said the medicine can cure that, but it's gonna cost huge. We spent so much money and my father takes pills like 30 in a day. I spent a lot of sleepless nights. I stopped going to school. In class of 9 I went to markets and brought stocks to sell in my kirana shop. I used to do soda business completely alone. Evenings I went to collect finance money. All of that I did alone. 5 months gone, father recovered, and I thought to go to school. In next week my father met with an accident and he's hospitalized. It's my 10th class still. I didn't attended school and keep working on business. Only 1 month left for my 10th exams. As I'm an average student, everyone thought it's impossible for me to pass the exams and started blaming my parents for this. I didn't like it and started studying so hard for that month and I cleared my SSC with 88%. Father health becomes stable. He started looking at the business. So far no happiness, no good clothes, no friends, no general knowledge. My mom asked me to take care about my studies from now at least. I joined Narayana Junior College for intermediate. Friends started teasing me for low general knowledge. I agreed and moved on. One of my friend introduced me his friend named Priya, not real. I never talked with girls that much, I don't know anything about them also. We started talking, and I became more addicted to her. My day starts with her call/message and ends with her message. It's my first love. She proposed me one day and of course I accepted, but she never let me kiss her. One day I left my mobile in TV room and went outside. My sister checked my mobile and saw messages. She started talking like me with my GF, just to make sure I'm in relationship or not. When I came home and saw the chat I confronted my sister. That's it. Without answering me, she directly told that to my parents. Boom. My mom started and crying and started talking like I'm ruining my family fame and dignity, I'm society. My dad silent. My sister got married at that time and my brother-in-law said nothing. I become cornered. Next day they took my mobile and I have no idea how to tell this to my GF. I went to depression and my crying nights continued and no one cared about me. Finally somehow my GF known about this and she left me saying it's better to break up now than you losing your family for me. That day I'm lost and don't know what to do and whom should I blame. 1 year I suffered day and night. It's true love and first love, very hard to forget and move on. Somehow completed intermediate with decent score. Still no friends as I spent my intermediate with depression only. Morning waking up, opening shop, preparing sodas, going to college, coming back and again went to shop to shut it down at night 11. No good clothes, no happy memories, no family support, no friends except horrible nights. I decided to go somewhere away from home to live alone. So I decided to study in university, which is far away from home. Fees was paid and got joining dates and everything. University means I need good clothes to go to college. I barely had 2 jeans, 2 shirts, 3 t-shirts. I asked my father very first time to buy me some clothes. He brought me 5 shirts, 5 jeans, 5 t-shirts and I became the most beautiful kid in the world. When I went to university and opened up the new clothes, they are very cheap quality, probably like 100 RS shirts. I sat down on my bed looking at that clothes and started crying. 5 minutes later I get conscious and put them in my Alma wrap. When I called to my parents evening from hostel, my dad said he brought them from roadside and I said oh okay, they are so good, and hung up the call. I remember my brother used to wear branded shirts which costs around 2k and I got all my new clothes with that budget. It's new place and don't know anyone and don't have good clothes. Day 1 in university and I went to class with that cheap clothes only and sat at last bench. I looked everyone and they all are so well dressed with branded clothes and everything. They all started talking in good English and my English is too worse. So I sat silently in a corner. Crying nights continued. My roommate is from my home city and he's so good. He became very close to me and offered me canteen food so many times. Month later he literally said, I do have a lot of clothes. If you want you can wear them. I don't have any problem. Hesitantly I started wearing and felt more confident in classroom. Still my English problem continued, and oh god, the subjects whatever they are teaching, nothing went into my mind. By the end of the first 2 semesters I ended up having arrears of 6 subjects. I failed. It hit me so hard. I left home and came so far away to achieve something and ended up with failure subjects. I reanalyzed myself, motivated myself, and started working hard. I had to work hard double than others as I don't have strong basic foundation. I started cleaning my subjects, but not with decent score. I investigated about current job situation and realized have to learn programming to get a job. But I'm from East Department. Still I didn't give up and started learning programming in nights. Web development, Android development, competitive programming and so on. Eventually I became good in programming and also got good at pass score. Management moved me to the top section of our branch and placements are gonna start soon. First company came and asked students having 70% aggregate. But I got 66% only. Everyone in my section went to that drive and I sat alone in classroom. I worked so hard in that semester and I got the highest PAN in that semester and got 72% aggregate. Now I'm qualified for every company came to campus. First company eligible is Robert Bosch and I gave my 100% and guess what, I'm selected. That's big day for me. It's all look very happy journey, right? I've never celebrated my birthday as my parents never brought me new clothes nor wished me. I don't have money to give party to friends, so I stopped attending their parties. Because I'm studying out I've never got time to roam with friends, and I got no friends. In second year I saw a girl, and I liked her, but I didn't tell her. Since I'm focused on my studies. But in my final year she got into my section, and I told my feelings. She said she was not interested in relationship and couple of months back she proposed someone who's a use and throw person. I got the job, but no happiness, because there's no one around me to share my happiness. I cried out on the day I got the job. Engineering completed, went home. I do have one cousin, she proposed me when I'm in relationship with Priya, my first girlfriend. I gently rejected it. When I went home my parents asked me to marry her. I said I need some time. I never talked with my cousin and started chatting with her. Oh god, her attitude and behavior is so worse. She gives zero respect to anyone. She hates my sister. One thing other, I didn't like her. I said same thing to my parents. They tried to convince me, but I stood on my word and said no. Guess what, my parents started giving me hard time and stopped talking to me. This is all happened just before my joining in new job. They started looking like me as I did some crime. I don't know what to do. I can't compromise my entire life for sake of their relationships. Again I become so upset that my parents are not even cared about me, my thoughts, decisions, and they never cared about me. With that feeling I came to Bangalore to join in my new job and it's been 1 week I'm here. Still I'm looking for someone to share my happiness or sadness. If you made it this far, you owe it to yourself to subscribe.